Hello, and welcome to part 2 of our look at the updated testing module in Freezerworks 2017. Today we are going to go over configuring tests, which has received a pretty significant change. In previous versions, you could create quantitative tests and qualitative tests, but these were always separate. Now, there are just tests, where you can include as many quantitative and qualitative metrics as you'd like. Let's get started, shall we? So open Configuration, Configure Tests. A list view of existing tests will appear. You can open and edit one if you like, using this video for reference, or click Add New to create a new test. First, give your test a name. This will be an HIV test. And then determine how many times it should be run with the default number of runs entry box. Now this is only a default, and the number of runs can be changed when ordering the tests. If you are going to include quantitative metrics in your test, you may first want to create flagging sets to differentiate test results by sex and/or age. Click Add Set, and the flagging set dialog will appear. You give the set a name, and then you utilize the various options to design the exact flagging set you need. For our HIV test, we'll need to differentiate children from adults, so we'll start with children. We'll use both sexes, the age range will be in years, and then we'll select less than or equal to, and enter 18 for the max age field. When you're finished, click Save Set, and the flagging set is now listed in the left box. We'll add one more set for adults. We'll do everything the same until the age range. We'll select greater than or equal to, and enter 19 into the minimum age field. Now that we have our two flagging sets, let's enter the test metrics. We'll click Add Metric to bring up the metric dialog. The first metric we'll enter is for the RNA copies per milliliter. This is a quantitative metric, so we'll select that. Now I want to set the results units for clarity on testing screens. We'll use ppml for parts per milliliter. To begin adding ranges for your defined flagging sets, click Add Range. First, we'll select the children as our flagging set, and then we'll set the ranges. When entering results, numbers above or below the range minimum and maximum will be marked as such. Numbers at the critical low or critical high will be marked as such as well. After setting the ranges for children, we'll set them for adults as well. When you're all finished creating the metric, click Save. A new metric dialog will appear. This time we need to create a qualitative metric, so we'll select that. This will be for the HIV result. To begin adding results, click Add Result. Now, since this will be our metric for whether or not the sample tested has HIV, we'll need results of positive, negative, and indeterminate. You can also set flags for any results you'd like. A result of positive may need to be flagged as seek or find treatment. Continue to add results. For indeterminate, since we'll need to run the test again if we ever get this result, I'll add the HIV test as a reflex test. Reflex tests are automatically ordered for the samples being tested whenever the results they are tied to are entered and saved. When you're finished entering the qualitative results, click Save. And when you're finished entering metrics for the test, click Cancel. The metrics we entered will be listed in the center box. Highlight them to view their details in the right box. You can see here how details differ between quantitative and qualitative metrics. If you'd like to reorder the list of metrics, if you want certain metrics entered before others, simply click and drag them. When you're all finished configuring the test, click Save. Well, that does it for today's discussion on configuring tests. Join us in the next video when we go over ordering, picking up, and completing tests. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.